Welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I'm CZsurvivor, and it looks like two of our crops are ready. I've already accidentally harvested this one. Basically, if you right click on it, it'll give you the crops and leave it on, because it makes sense. The bell pepper plants, so the bell pepper you can pick off. We'll only break them once it becomes close to winter, when they'll die, and then we'll get some more seeds out of them. But for now, we don't make them so they have to start growing all over again, when we can just take them back a few notches and only have to regrow the food. So yeah, let's have a look. What I forgot, I've got a nice variety of diet. I could do with eating some of that to get rid of decay. Oddly enough, eating food gets rid of decay. No, I wanted to get rid of you. I say get rid of you, thank you. Right, if you don't know, by default it's O to get rid of that menu. So today I think we're going to work on a charcoal pit. And where should I put it? I was thinking over here, but I'm going to let these saplings grow, which may take a while. Because a charcoal pit, we need charcoal or coal for the forge and 2 other buildings in the future. I've got all these trees grown. Plus, once these grow, there's something cool that I can show you that I can do with them. Give me a minute to think, because I'm sure these are nearly grown as well. Right, so since last episode, I came around the back and made this here. So, in theory, because it should lower temperature now, as you can see, it goes from 32 to 24, and I think that's because it's underground. Now there's 2 ways. Well, if you cover your things from the sun, your food, it'll decay slower, and by lowering the temperature. Now the best way to do this is pillar right up to block limit and put it up there, because as you get higher it gets colder. If you look next to this, well there, it says temperature. So I hop up, it's lowering ever so slightly. So if you go up high enough, the temperature gets lower. Now what I've done is, if you put it underground, it also gets colder. If you put it underground, under stuff like this, it does. Unfortunately, it still does decay. I think it has to be below 0 before it stops decaying. So yeah, I'm just going to be removing all the decay from this. One other thing, I got a warped iron ingot. I killed a zombie and it dropped a warped iron ingot, which is pretty good. I can't use it yet because I'm sure you can't cast warped iron. I'm sure you have to just hammer it. I think it's one of the metals. I think it's the tier. It's a tier after copper and bismuth bronze, and I think you can't cast it. You have to hammer it. So yeah, shift right clicking on the floor will start creating an iron pile. You can't put ingots in a chest, just like you can't put logs in a chest. So yeah, right. So I'm thinking we're going to start doing some level working whilst I'm waiting for those trees to grow. So if you combine flux with a bucket of water, you'll get a bucket of lime water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this bucket with lime water, and you have to use fresh water, which is a pain for me because around this area, where you can see that plant there, the reeds, which designates that it's fresh water, it's all salt water. It's a bit confusing here because the sea and the river or lake that's here combined and kind of interfere with each other. So yeah, so I'm just going to fill this up. Right, so now that we have brought our lime water back, we're going to need this small hide that I got from that tree, and we're going to put it in this this oak barrel and seal. Once that's done, you have to scrape off all the hair fibres, because the lime water loosens the hairs and other fibres in the hide, turns it into soaked hide. You then scrape it to get scrape hide. You then wash it in a barrel of water, so you put it in water and seal it, and then you put it in a barrel of tanning. Now to make a barrel full of tanning, you just put any wood log in a barrel, seal it, and you'll get a barrel full of tanning. So I've got the lime water working here to prepare the leather hide. I've got water here to wash, and then the tanning is coming along nicely. Fortunately, these trees still haven't grown, and I'm still going to wait on it. Right, so the way what I'm going to be building the what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. The charcoal pit out of is the bricks, the stone bricks from TerraFirmaCraft, but that requires mortar, which you need sand to make. So I'm just quickly grabbing a few pieces of sand so we can do that. I don't know why I was struggling to think of what I was trying to say there. Just gonna have a look around the edges, try and find some. Right, now that we have some sand, we want to create this mortar. So a bucket of fresh water, piece of sand, and a piece of flux creates 16 mortar. So I shouldn't need much. I think I'll create like a stack or maybe 2, depending whether it's stacks to 32 or 64. I think this one's going to stack to 64 because it's a light tiny. So yeah, I'm going to put the sand. Mortar. You can also use what is it? A bucket of lime water to do this, because that's all what you're doing is you're mixing lime water with some sand. So yeah, we have some mortar. Now let's go make our bricks. Right, so what we need to do is we need to take a chisel, a piece of your desired rock, and chisel it into a brick of your desired rock. Then you put 4 bricks like so, 5 mortar. Wait, have I got this wrong? I've got it wrong. Sorry, take 5 of the bricks of your choice and 4 mortar, and you create 4 bricks, which is pretty nice. So 1 rock becomes 4 bricks. Wait, one tiny piece of rock, so one of them, well, 1 1/4 of them becomes one of these. It takes 4 of these to make a stone brick. No, to make cobblestone. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to use for building. I'm also going to use smooth granite for a ring around the bottom and a floor. And also, I'll use pumpkins for lighting in the floor. So in the middle we'll put a jack-o'-lantern. So dig a hole in the ground. So we're going to like dig a 3x3, put smooth granite, and then a jack-o'-lantern in the middle. So if I don't have stuff in there, it's lit up. Oh, I forgot to mention, I installed a new mod, Inventory Tweaks, which allows you to perform tweak settings. Now unfortunately, the chests in TerraFirmaCraft don't have the tweak settings up here, but you can scroll to move stuff around. As you could see there, I'm scrolling. Scroll down to bring to the stack, scroll up to push to wherever you'd shift click it. If you notice, like, add shift click to this there, so if I scroll, it'll scroll to those locations. So yeah, one more tweak with inventory tweaks. Ooh, look what I just found. This is cinnabar, which is used for making redstone. And I think I'm going to take this because I'm not too sure what redstone could do, and I'm just waiting on stuff to happen at this moment in time. Looks like the lime water's done its job, and now we have some small soaked hide. So if we take a knife to this, we'll get a small scraped hide. We then need to soak this in water to wash it clean. Right, so the small hide is now prepared. We're going to stick it in the tanning, seal it, and then we shall have some leather. So that's going to take a while, and each tree still haven't grown. I might as well just knock them out. I thought I'd left them down a lot longer than I had. Right, so we're going to quickly make 300 units worth of bismuth bronze with this recipe, well, alloy mixture there. Let me quickly go get some of you and some of you. 1, 2, 3. We'll fill that up, and we'll take white cedar logs, and hopefully we can light it. Ah, first try. How lucky. Time to cast out those tools. So I'm creating a mace. Now the reason why I'm creating a mace is much better at killing skeletons than a sword is. So if I encounter skeletons, I want to use the mace. Scythe, great for removing leaves, and bismuth bronze axe head, well, that's just because it's a bronze axe head. It's more durable. So yeah, just going to create these tools. So 1, 2, 3. We want our bismuth brain crusher, because it's a crushing weapon. Scythe, that's great at removing leaves, and an axe, that's great at chopping down trees. Example, like so. Trees have started growing here, so it won't be long before they're all grown. And then, this is much easier than manually breaking them. I think it's like insta break as well. So yeah, once they're all grown, I'm gonna show you a cool trick when you chop them down. Looks like our leather is now done, and we'll be able to use that for things in the future. Although what I was planning on using it, which is for the future, I need more leather. So hopefully we can find a female pig when we go for an exploration soon. Unfortunately, early autumn. It's nearly winter. So yeah. Right, so I'm ready to chop down these trees. I'm going to use the stone axes first to get rid of them. So first of all, this one. And what this should do, if you pay attention closely, it's only a minor thing. You probably won't be able to even see it. You know, not much. It just chops down the other trees nearby. See it again. Just keep your eye closed because I know it's hard to see. Did you get it? Did you see all the trees disappear? Good, you got it. Right. So yeah, it's able to chop down all the trees if you place them in the configuration like that, 2 away from each other, and that means I can now start creating the charcoal pit here. And that also means I'm going to have to move this tree plantation. That hill over there looks nice for a mash tree chopping for white cider. Right, so let's begin. So I think we'll put our middle here, and what I'm thinking is I'll have like a forgery building here, a little path to a house which I'll probably situate here, and then that area there shall be my like gardening area, and I think that area there should be a nice tree farm. But this is all the future, and it's not going to happen for a very long time because it's very hard to progress. Well, very slow, not hard, but slow to progress in TerraFirmaCraft. So yeah, so we've got our jack-o'-lantern in the floor to provide light. I'm going to create a granite floor. I'm going to ring it off with... Actually, no. Change of plan. How about... that might look nice if we put... oh, I need my chisel. Put our granite there. Let me think about this. Right, so... I was missing 1 marble. I was 1 marble short. So I just went to get some marble, and it looks like we have some ripe, bright red, juicy tomatoes. And I so wish they counted as fruit rather than veg. How much tomato did we get? 77 ounces, that's quite a lot of tomato. What time of year is it? Is it worth planting them because it's early autumn? Plus, let me have a look. What, can I, no, wrong. I want it, mode, nutrition. What do they use? They use, I think that's the A-type crop. So, which one uses B? Those use C, those use B, and those use B. So I could do with rotating these, and the tomatoes. I don't really want to put the tomatoes down because I don't think they grow even if they had all the nutrition, and that isn't full nutrition there, that's empty. So yeah, I'm going to leave them here. I've got a little seed bank there, well, seed chest to store all my seeds. So yeah, Let's get back to building this. I decided to sink it into the ground one. We need our smooth granite there, and then we're going to need some diorite walls. So we'll put some diorite here. And I think I'm going to go these walls up 3, and then I'll put a roof on it. Right, so we have our little charcoal pit. Now we can create a hickory wood door, open it, shut it, and yeah, we now have a room to create. Actually, I'll probably want to raise this up now that I think about it, because accessing the fire thing would be slightly awkward with it being like that, because you need to fill this area completely up with the what's it called? Log piles. So if we just get a piece of dirt actually and put it back in there, that there, and that there, doesn't look too bad. Looked a bit better when it was down, but hey. So now we can start creating some log piles in here so we can create our first burn. I may have to put a layer of like bricks on top here because I might not have enough wood for a full scale burning. Right, so it looks like I'm going to only be able to create a very small one. I've mixed some of the white cedar and hickory in here. As you can see, I had 2 very tall piles of wood. Now I only have a bit of cedar left, so I'll have to go collect some more wood. Ooh, looks like our hickory is growing again. So we're going to put down 3 sticks. Ooh, fire created straight away. No. In you go. Put you there and you there quickly. And that has created a sealed room. Doors count as a ceiling, so yeah, you can have a door on one of these. Now generally your first one you'd make out of dirt, but considering I had the resources to do this and I was waiting on those trees to disappear, I thought I'd create this nice little room. So yeah, let's put, actually, no, unfortunately we've run out of time for this episode, so between next episode and this I'm going to get some more bismuth, copper and sphelerite because I want to create a bloomery. Oh, you little baby zombie. Ankle bite, bad. I'm going to create a bloomery in the next episode, and between that we'll also get the charcoal pit, and we'll also make a bismuth anvil. So yeah, that's going to take a while, and I'm getting locked by zombies here. And I'm thinking we'll build ourselves a forge building here, as I said. So that means we'll have to move a blacksmith building. So in a blacksmith, you probably want your charcoal pit. It should be producing smoke on the top if it's working properly, as you can see here. I had to dig a hole out just to check. You want probably a charcoal pit, a forge, a bloomery, and then you want a blast furnace, which is used for producing steel and red steel and all those high tier steels. So yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date. Got any comments, questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll answer them if possible. Don't forget, share this on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever other social media you like using. Stay well, and Survivor out.